Hello everyone, I'm here to conduct a class on Merchant of Venice, Act 4, Scene 1. As you know very well, this is a trial scene in the Merchant of Venice where Antonio is brought to the court by Shylock because he wants to extract a pound of flesh from his body because Antonio cannot pay off the debts of Shylock. So Antonio is brought before the Duke and Shylock does not leave any stone unturned in order to extract a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. But due to the cleverness of Portia and her shrewd attitude, Antonio is saved from the clutches of Shylock. She becomes a lawyer and she helps Antonio come out of all this mess. She really proves to be a very important person here and she finally succeeds in saving Antonio's life. So Act 4, Scene 1, the scene takes place in Venice, a court of justice. Enter the Duke, the merchants, Antonio, Bassanio, Graciano, Celerio and the others. So since it's a court proceeding, everybody enters in order to see the proceedings of the court, in order to see what is going to happen with Antonio. So the Duke says, "What? Is Antonio here?" "Ready, so please your grace." So when the Duke asks Antonio whether Antonio is there or not, Antonio says, "Yes, I am here. I am present in front of you." "I am sorry for thee. Thou art come to answer, a stone adversary, an inhuman wretch, incapable of pity, void and empty from any dram of mercy." So the Duke feels for Antonio and he says, "I'm very, very sorry for you. You have come to defend yourself against a stone-hearted person because he is an inhuman wretch who does not know what is mercy, what it is to be merciful towards the others." Because Shylock, as you know in the play, he is a very, very cunning person. At the same time, he is full of cruelty, and especially towards Antonio because he wants to take revenge on Antonio. So that's why the Duke says, "I'm very sorry for you, Antonio. You have come to defend yourself against an inhuman wretch who does not know what is mercy and what it is to be merciful, because he's a stone-hearted person and he is not going to change his decision at any cost." So the Duke feels very sorry for Antonio because even the Duke is not able to do anything for Antonio at this moment. He has tried his level best, but since nothing has worked out, he feels very sorry for Antonio. So Antonio says, "I have heard your grace had taken great pains to qualify his rigorous cause. But since he stands obdurate, and no lawful means can carry me out of his envy's reach, I do oppose my patience to his fury." So Antonio tells the Duke, "I know you have done everything you can to rescue me from this kind of act and from this kind of the wretched act that Shylock is going to do. But since Shylock is so stubborn, he will not go away from his decision, and there is nothing that can protect me. There is no law that can protect me. I will just surrender myself to him. So I will not do anything now. And I know, my Lord, even you have done everything for me. And since nothing is working out, I better surrender myself to him. Because now I know nothing is going to work out. Nothing is going to happen. So that's why I will surrender myself to him." So even Antonio is prepared to face the consequences. It was because Antonio knows very well that Shylock is such a stubborn person that he's not going to change his decision at any cost. So that's why now he has surrendered himself to Shylock. So he even tells the Duke that he is ready to surrender himself to any kind of consequences that would come along his way. So he says this. He further says, to suffer with the quietness of spirit the very tyranny and rage of his. So I am ready to suffer peacefully any cruelty, any anger that Shylock has to shower on me, that Shylock has to show me. I'm ready to face anything because he is not a person who will listen to anybody. He's so obstinate, he's so stubborn that he will not listen to anybody. So that's why I'm ready to face his anger, his cruelty with happiness. I will happily accept whatever Shylock has to offer to me. So even Antonio now, he's fed up of Shylock and he knows that nothing is going to work out. So that's why he tells the Duke that he's ready to surrender to Shylock. Now the Duke says, go on and call the Jew into the court. He is ready at the door. He comes, my lord. So the Duke tells the people present there, please go, somebody go and call Shylock. And Salerio informs the Duke that he is already present there and he is just waiting for a call to come inside. So he's already there, my lord. Now Shylock enters. The Duke says, make room and let him stand before our face. Shylock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that thou but leadest this fashion of thy malice to the last hour of act. So now the Duke tells him, let him come here. And he even tells Shylock, Shylock, I know very well and everyone thinks that you keep grudges, you keep malice at the very end of everything. I know that. And everybody present in this court knows that you do not forget anything so easily. Any kind of hatred that you have against anybody, you keep it till the very end. I know that very well. And everybody knows it. I know that. That is known to everybody, Shylock. And it's thought thou shalt show thy mercy and remorse more strange than is thy strange apparent cruelty. And I know this time you are going to show some mercy and some repentance. I know you are going to show some mercy, contrary to everybody's expectations. I know you are not a person who forgives anybody so easily, but this time I think and I'm sure that you will show some kind of mercy towards Antonio. I'm sure of that. And I believe that you would do it. The Duke further tells him, and where thou now exactest the penalty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh, thou wilt not lose the forfeiture. And now the Duke tells him, I know, you want to extract a pound of flesh from this merchant's body. I know that. But I know this time you will not do this. I know that you will not extract a pound of flesh from this merchant's body. You will show some mercy, you will show some repentance towards Antonio because of various reasons. I know that you would do it. Though you are known for your cruelty, but this time I'm sure you will show some mercy towards Antonio. And the Duke tells him, thou wilt not only lose the forfeiture, but touched with human gentleness and love, forgive a moiety of the principle. So I know that you not only forgive this merchant and not extract a pound of flesh from his body, but you will even forgive some amount of the principal that he has lent from you. The principal of 3,000 ducats that Antonio has borrowed from Shylock. I know you will do this. You will not only forgive Antonio, not only extract a pound of flesh, but you will even forgive Antonio, and not take the certain amount of money which you had given to Antonio. I'm sure of that. And then he says, glancing an eye of pity on his losses that have of late so huddled on his back, and now to press a royal merchant down. So then he says, see, I know you are very cruel, but looking at Antonio's condition, looking at all the losses that he has incurred at the present moment, see, the losses have been so severe. Now Antonio has become pitiful. He is really in a very bad condition right now. So looking at his condition, I know you will show some sympathy. You will show some mercy towards him, because the losses have really made him very weak and really made his condition pathetic. So looking at Antonio's condition, I know you would do some kind of justice to him. You show some mercy to him, towards Antonio. So the Duke now is very sure that Shylock would show some mercy towards Antonio, but Shylock will not do that, because Shylock is so much stubborn and is so much bent upon taking a revenge on Antonio. But the Duke believes that Shylock will show some mercy towards Antonio. So that's why he says, I know you will show some mercy towards Antonio, looking at the present condition of Antonio, because he really had all the losses in the business, and that has made his condition so pitiful, so much merciful. That's why Shylock will look at him sympathetically. Glancing an eye of pity on his losses that have so late so huddled on his back, and now to press the royal merchant down, and pluck commiseration of his state from brassy bosoms and rough hearts of flints, from stubborn Turks and Tartars, never trained to offices of tender courtesy. We all expect a gentle answer due. So then he says that you have already seen the condition of this merchant, you've already seen the condition of Antonio, and I am sure you will really look into this matter seriously and really show some sympathy towards him. Because see, even like we've heard of stories of the Turks and the Tartars, they are so much uncivilized, and they are really stone-hearted people. So if somebody could extract a little bit of mercy from those kind of people who are so much uncivilized, and they don't know what is human kindness, they don't know what it is to be kind towards people. The Turks and the Tartars, they are really stone-hearted people. But if you can extract mercy and sympathy from these kind of people, I'm sure you are a better human being than those Turks and Tartars. So I'm sure you will show some kind of mercy, and you show some kind of human kindness. So the Duke tells him, we all expect a gentle answer from you, Jew. So this is what the Duke believes, that even those Turks and Tartars who are so much stone-hearted can show some mercy. Then Shylock is a human being who has a little bit of mercy inside him. So I'm sure you will show that to Antonio, or towards Antonio. So this is what the Duke had to say to Shylock. So he tells Shylock, we all expect a gentle answer from you, Jew. So in short, we can say that the Duke really expects Shylock to behave mercifully towards Antonio, and to really look at his condition and have sympathetic consideration, and show some kind of mercy towards Antonio, because the Duke feels that Shylock could go back from his words, and Shylock could change his decision. But only time and future can tell us what Shylock is going to do, and whether he is going to be a little sympathetic and merciful or not, that only future and time can tell us. So we will see that in the future course of action in the play. So I will conclude my class today, and before wrapping up, let me just give you a small home assignment. So the assignment is question number 1. Why does Antonio feel that he cannot be saved? So you have to write down the reason why Antonio feels he cannot be saved. Just write down Antonio cannot be saved or Antonio feels he cannot be saved because of the following reasons. So that is question number 1. And question number 2, why does the Duke feel that Shylock will show some mercy towards Antonio? So you just have to justify your answer. Is he correct in his assumption or not? You need to write even that answer. So what do you think? Is he right in his assumption or not? That also you need to answer. So these 2 questions you will do in your notebook. So these are the only 2 questions that you have to solve. So the question number 1 and question number 2. So you just write down the reasons, and second part of the question, is he correct in his assumption or not? That also you need to mention. So I shall continue with my class tomorrow with the same act and the same scene. Till then, you please complete the assignment that I have given to you.